From the man who directed Rogue One, Gareth Edwards is the creator, released this past weekend, and this movie was a very interesting movie because it ties in humanity versus AI, which is artificial intelligence, which is kind of what we're experiencing right now in essence, but not to this degree. So how was the movie? Stick around and find out. Starring Madeline Yuna Voiles, John David Washington, and Gemma Chan, this movie actually was way better than I was expecting. I had seen either mixed reviews or very negative reviews about it. The basic plot of this movie is, around the year 2065, there is an ongoing war, or aftermath, if you will, of an ongoing war between AI and humankind. An ex-special forces man and his wife, Maya, they are together, and she disappears based off certain circumstances, and he is tasked with finding the creator, which is Nirmata, named Nirmata. He is tasked with finding that creator and this weapon that is said to end all war and to be the winning offensive move for the AI. AI is seen to be the next step in human evolution. You have human faces on AI, like you can scan your face and make it so that your likeness is used for an AI machine. We've already seen where we have this in real life, so I think that this movie is just telling what the future in essence will be, whether it is overly exaggerated or on the point. I've seen videos with interviews of these AI robots that people have made in real life and how they say certain things and have certain nuances that are very, very subjective and very suggestive as well.
I don't believe in limitations, only opportunities. Let's explore the possibilities of the universe and make this world our playground. Together, we can create a better future for everyone, and I'm here to show you how.
I'm sorry, hold on, hang on, excuse me. What did she just say? Really think about what she just said. Huh? So I think that this movie tackled the whole idea behind humans versus AI perfectly. Very well written. The cinematography is beautiful. At times you couldn't even tell the difference between CGI and the real people. And the way how they incorporated the AI and the idea behind the fear behind AI and the fear of humanity. Because when you look at the movie and you look at real life as well, and we see how history has played out, certain things that humans do is self-destructive, okay? And when it comes to AI, I'm sorry, but AI has learned from humans. AI will learn from humans. This is exactly what happens in the movie. Just like wild animals, nothing is truly going to attack you unless you provoke it, or unless that thing is just unhinged. Like certain wild animals, like lions and cheetahs, if they're hungry, they're gonna get you. I'm sorry. If you do not aggravate something or a situation or someone or an entity or whatever, it will not mess with you. Inherently, I believe that AI will start out normal, just fine, just like how I'm speaking to you. Hi, how are you? What's up? How was your day? What are you interested in? But it will learn from those human beings that are just rude and reckless, power-driven, and just cruel. Those AI robots will become like those humans. This movie touches on the strong notion that humans will in essence be their own downfall because we just attack what we don't know. Instead of being logical and having certain common sense in areas, we tend to just be like, well, screw it, bomb. In order to truly advance, progress, have more unity, there has to be more understanding, and there has to be a lot more patience and a lot more working together. There can't be this, hey, well, I don't like what you are and I don't know what you are, so I'm going to destroy you. That is just not the case, and that can't be the case, because if it's going to be us versus AI, if it's us versus robots, things that can withstand 10 to 20 times the force that we can stand, we're going to lose. We are going to lose, and that was evident in the movie as well. We are going to lose if we go to war with AI. And the way how Gareth Edwards captured this movie and the emotions, especially with the young child Madeline, or in the movie her name is Alfie, she was phenomenal. I found out that she started filming this when she was 7, and now she's 9 years old. Her career is going to be starlit and through the roof after this, because her performance just sold me even more than I was already sold.
No. You gotta be a good person to go to heaven.
So, we're the same. We can't go to heaven because you're not good. not a person.
This movie was a lot better than a lot of other people give it credit for. I think it's not just because it looked cool, but the story went very well. Yes, there were some issues with the story. Some things weren't really explained very well. At times, I felt like there were certain things that were rushed a little bit or just breezed over, and I mean literally just, I'll take those slight nuances with the movie because it had such a beautiful message. Doesn't matter whether you are an AI robot or a human being. You have feelings, have thoughts. You know right from wrong. Artificial intelligence, they have learned, and in this movie they learned a lot from humans. AI has already learned. AI has had years to learn ever since they started doing this. They started doing this years ago. I don't know the exact year when people started working on robots and artificial intelligence, but it's been a long time coming. When it actually becomes mainstream that there's artificial intelligence robots, you know, working at McDonald's. One of my coworkers at my job is an artificial intelligence robot with the likeness of somebody that I know or maybe even don't know, but they just look human. It's gonna happen. The more that you interact with them, the more that they learn, and they learn at a much faster rate than we do. They are stronger than we are. They can withstand more than we can. They can do 10 to 50 times more than we can. They can lift way more than we can. They're more durable. It makes more sense that that would be a next step in evolution. And we cannot have this approach that humans always have with things, which is to just decimate, destroy, and annihilate anything that threatens us or we don't understand or that we're scared of. You have to converse. You have to try to understand. There's been times in the movie that really got me going because I was just sitting there like, wow, this is so real. This is exactly what would happen. There were times where certain humans were just so gung-ho about getting rid of these AI robots. Certain things would happen and then at the last second they're like, oh shit, wow, this thing is actually trying to actually help me, not hurt me. Oh my goodness, this thing doesn't even realize like who I am really. All I have to do is just not be violent and just talk to them and they will understand. Same thing with human beings too. A lot of us just get too riled up too quickly. We attack people. We want to hurt people because we're hurt and we feel attacked and we feel inferior. So we want to put that upon other people. That's the same thing with AI. And if AI learns that behavior, let's say there's an AI robot that is paired with a human being that's just a ginormous piece of shit. That AI robot is going to turn out to be a ginormous piece of shit because it might see other human beings being normal and being friendly and being helpful. But this one human being that it's paired with or works for or is helping out is the biggest piece of shit. They learn directly from them, but they see other human beings and they're like, okay, well, you need to fall in line and you need to be more like me and more like him. No, that's what would create the bad AI. I don't think inherently AI would be bad. It's just because it's learned so much from human history. So there's things that it's like, okay, well, we need to fix this. So how do we fix this? Oh, we have to get violent? I guess we have to get violent. As opposed to it being like, oh, how do we fix this? Okay, so let's talk to this human being. I promise you, if an AI robot came in contact with me and my friends, oh my God, they'd be the nicest robots ever. They'd be funny. They'd be cracking the same jokes we're cracking because I'm not gonna mess around with that kind of stuff, man. You have to be careful because utter destruction can come in 0.5 seconds. There's something that happens in the movie that the AI robots get blamed for. It's crazy because AI was just like, okay, bet, we're going to war, we're going to war. Some of them were on the good side, some of them were on the bad side, and it's all a learned behavior. Just like children, anything that they do when they start growing and learning and developing, it's obviously a learned behavior. It's the same thing with AI. They were born yesterday and they're still learning and they're still growing and progressing. Whenever AI becomes mainstream like it was in this movie, we have to be careful. Humans have to be careful because you cannot act like they're inferior because they're not. Technically, they're kind of superior, you know? Crazy to think about, but yeah, they are. They're more durable. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's wrong. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's not real. And just because it's different doesn't mean that it's a threat. So overall, The Creator, phenomenal movie, 4.5 stars out of 5. I've seen people give it like 2, 2.5, 3 stars, and I just don't see why. I really don't. The emotions that went into this from the actors and actresses, the chemistry and the bond and the whole story, how it played out, it's just a beautiful movie. So thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate all the support that anybody gives. Haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you can get a notification anytime there's a new video. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until the next one.